And welcome back to the Manc Entrepreneur YouTube channel. And in today's episode, I need your help. Now, this is something which has been bothering me for a while, and this is totally unrelated to most business things. So bear with me. Normal service will resume in the next video. But I've had one of these, an iPhone, for when did the iPhone? The first phone I had was the iPhone 3GS. When was that released? That was released in 2009. 2009. Yeah, so I probably got it in around 2009, 2010, which means I've had an iPhone for coming on to 7 years. And the iPhone was my first Apple product. No, I tell a lie. I had an iPod Nano, but that was before the days of everything being integrated. So I had iTunes, I had the iPod Nano, and then I got the iPhone 3GS. I missed the first one, got the 3GS. And I loved it. It was fantastic. It was, like I said, at the time, Steve Jobs famously said they were 5 years ahead of everyone else. The problem is that as time has gone on, I've found that the innovation which Apple was famous for seems to have died a little bit. Each year, the differences between the past phones get lesser and lesser, and there's not that much innovation anymore. You know, it doesn't have wireless charging, or the stuff like that, which Samsung and Android are doing very well. So that leaves me to the question: is it time for me to move on? Is it time for me to jump off the Apple ship and join the Android parade? And I want to know, have you been through this switch? Have you had this same dilemma and already jumped ship? Were you an Apple user for a long time and have now moved on to something else? Because to let you know where I am, for the majority of my work, I use a PC and I use Windows. And for the video editing, I use my MacBook. And the reason I got the MacBook was for when I'm traveling. At the time it was like the most powerful yet lightest computer that I could get, that did everything that I needed it to do for the most reasonable price. And it's fantastic. It's a fantastic bit of kit. I love it. I would happily go and get another MacBook Pro tomorrow. I have an iPad, but I don't really use that much anymore. I used to use it many years ago. I think it was the iPad 2 that I got. So ultimately, the music thing, I don't listen to a lot of music. I listen to a lot of YouTube, and that's about it. So I'm sat here thinking, yeah, if I switch, I'll have to download or rebuy all the apps that I have on the Android marketplace. But to me, that's not a reason to not switch. I tell you the big thing for me that the iPhone 7 messed up on was the headphones. The fact that they got rid of the headphone slot. I mean, because I always have headphones somewhere nearby. Usually a lot of Apple ones from over the years. I guarantee there's some down in that bag. There's probably there's some on this shelf up here. There's a pack that's never been opened. I always have headphones nearby, so I can listen to YouTube videos or interviews or whatever it might be, podcasts on the go. Now, the annoying thing with the iPhone 7, am I going to buy the little wireless earpod things? Probably not, in all honesty. But then am I going to have to remember that everywhere I go I need to have that adapter with me? No, because I guarantee I'll put it in my pocket, or in one jacket, or in one coat, or in one pair of jeans, and then I'll get changed and I'll leave it behind. And I'm the type of I used to have like 3 jackets that I would wear regularly. Each one had a pair of headphones in the pocket. I can't do that unless I then have 3 headphone adapters, which I then carry around with me as well. It just seems a pain. I don't think the world is ready for the whole Bluetooth headphone thing yet. They're not as common as everyone thinks, or certainly as Apple seems to think. So I need to know, like right now I'm looking, and I've never been enticed by the Samsung phones. I've never really been that interested in the Windows phone. They just don't shout to me as attractive. The one phone at the right now which is, you know, looking at me and going, you are probably the contender, is the new Google Pixel. And if you have it, let me know. I need to head to a shop and physically get my hands on one and see what it's all about. But I've been watching some of the videos online, and the likes of Marcus Brownlee and Unbox Therapy, who have done their videos on the phone. I'll leave the links down below because I love their channels anyway. They make great content. But they are making quite a good case for the Google Pixel, and apparently it's supposed to be this pure Android experience, blah blah blah. I don't fully know what that means, as I've been an iOS person for a long time. So this is me asking for help. What should I do? You know, my upgrade is due in a couple of months, and to be fair, this phone is doing my head in. The charger port is a bit knackered. It gets dust in it and then doesn't charge, which is really annoying. Hence happened on the London trip. And yeah, I need to know which one I should go with. Don't mention the Samsung. No, I don't fancy third-degree burns. I've never been enticed by the big phones either. You know, I think they're a little too big. You can't use them safely, well, nicely with one hand. I don't watch TV or films on it. I occasionally watch YouTube videos, or I'll send them to a TV using the app if I'm nearby. So what should I do? Should I stay on iPhone? Should I just grin and bear it with the iPhone 7? Because I know it, I'm used to it. That's the other thing. I have no idea how to work. Someone hands me an Android phone, and I get lost I'm like, what button does it's all very confusing. I know I can learn it, but again, that's not a reason not to switch. But yeah, I need to know, what do you think? Does anyone have a Google Pixel? Is it something which is as good as it is made to look in the marketing? Is the Samsung S7 something I should really be looking at? As much as it feels really plasticky and cheaply made to me. Let me know. Guys, you would do me a huge favour if you can leave a comment down below about what your thoughts are, what your opinions are on this. I would really appreciate them, and you'd be helping me out a lot. So if you found this video in any way helpful, probably not. You're supposed to be helping me. But if you're in this similar situation, or you've been there and been through it, if you could leave a like on the video, and if you're new, subscribe. And with that said, I look forward to reading your comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.